In fact, before we started participating online, 46% of our traffic online was complaints. Now it's less than 6%. Less than 6%. We're driving it down because of our engagement. And then the education that comes back with them educating us and we educating them and so forth and going back and forth. That doesn't mean all the conversations are rosy and nice and good, because they're not. But you know what? Somebody asked me, why is it so powerful? I said, because I think it gives a face to the brand. And actually, what they think about is, so digital is actually adding more human factors to the conversations, which make them much more rich. There's huge scales to this in terms of what it is. I'm going to bring one thing on this one item is quality versus quantity. Because a lot of you are going to rush out and try to create huge viral videos and viral activity. And I'll tell you, it's not the numbers that count. It's the quality that counts. And the deeper the conversations, even across less people, is better than trying to carpet bomb everybody. And a year from now, they won't remember that viral video, but they'll remember the engagement that you give them with the quality of the conversation that you have. Even if it's not good. Even if it's not good. Think about it. There are members of our family we'd like to kick out tomorrow. But we don't, because we have an engagement with them, a relationship with them. Okay? And so that's what's happening. Somebody asked me at a Selling Power event in Las Vegas a couple of weeks ago, do you actually think transactions are going to occur where people tweet you an order? Yeah, they do now. I don't want to fully tell my competition everything, but yeah. In fact, we launched this entire product, this entire line of products using no advertising, driving the average cost from $179 to $229, and we did it all through Twitter. All through Twitter. It's amazing the impact that it has. In fact, you can barely find one of these in the store today. Now, someone says that's a terrible thing. No, it's a great thing. It means every time that 25,000 of these come in a day, they're gone. They're gone before I even get them off the ship. Love that. No inventory, no controls, no getting them back. I drive up the average sale, which means a better NRR, net realized rate, and so forth. So I'm going to tell you that the engagement is the new ROI. So engagement around your community is the most important things that you can be doing. Now, a lot of people will get in there talking about, well, what's your return on investment? And I know you guys will talk a lot about that, and I think that's important, measurements and tools and so forth, because you should. But what's your return on ignoring? And that's the question I ask you. In fact, it's my key engagements that I want to know about. Is my sales growing? Is my margin improving? Is my customer satisfaction going up? Those are the three real metrics I want to drive. Now, there's lots of things inside the campaign and so forth, but I don't get too worried about that. Let me talk to you about this product. When we announced the ZI-8, we said that it was the Boston Globe actually wrote an article and said, this is one of the best products, the iPhone, the Android, and the ZI-8, but what marketing genius came up with the name? I agree. I mean, we call our cameras the A series, the B series, the C series, the V series. We finally got to the Z series. I mean, what's the next one? The AA, the BB. And I said, well, what are we going to call that product? And they said, well, it's going to be called the ZX3. Wow, is that riveting. The ZX3, I said, you got to be kidding me. We can't call it the ZX3. So I said, look, you're going to launch this new product. We're launching this one, and you're going to come up with this one. I said, there's no way. You're going to have to come up with a better name. I said, well, we only got like a week. I said, well, come up with it. What are you going to do? Someone says, let's have a contest. I said, that's a great idea. And they said, well, tweet about it. I said, that's excellent. Well, crowdsource it. That's a hell of an idea. What do we have to do? And so we have to offer a prize. Well, what would the prize be? Well, why don't we bring them and their family, whoever we pick, and they win a trip to Las Vegas, and we do a press conference. They get on the Today Show. We'll have Al Roker meet them, take the picture. And, Jeff, you'll stand with them at the press conference, and you do a big press conference, and they'll be the father or the mother of the new name, of the new Kodak, whatever it is. I said, well, that's cool. And they said, oh, yeah, and we'll put their picture on the box or in the box, depending on what they look like, okay? So, I mean, come on. So I said, that's great. I said, that's a hell of an idea. I said, let's do that. And they said, oh, someone said, well, we got to go legal first. Oh, crap, What do you mean we got to get approval on the contest? He said, yeah, we've got somebody on the team that approves the contest. I said, you're kidding me. What do we got to do? And they said, no, there's a fine if you don't go through the proper paperwork from the state of Florida. I said, whoa, What are those? Oh, man, how much could that be? And I'm thinking in my head, maybe it's $50,000. Okay, $50,000, I'm going to save $250,000 in naming nomenclature. I'm going to crowdsource. I'm going to have whites, blacks, greens, yellows. I'll have the rainbow colors. Everybody's going to be inputting, so I'm not going to offend anybody. Men, women, whatever. Everybody will be, feeding names in. This will be cool. I won't have any problems that way. $50,000, let's go. Tweet it. So from 26 hours, from the time we read the article, the time we pulled everybody in, and we hit the button, that's how much time we put that campaign together. I challenge anybody to do it that fast. That's our slogan, by the way, in the company, FAST, Focus, Accountability, Simplicity, and Trust, FAST. Our slogan really is, even if we screw up, we'll do it faster. Okay? Because no one's going to die. I mean, we're not making products where people are going to die. All right? So if we screw up on the marketing side, let's just be fast about it and do it big. I mean, do it really big. I've done a couple of those. It's fun. It reminds you of all the good stuff that you're supposed to be doing right. So we tweeted out. In a matter of 4 days, we got thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands. 28,000 names were submitted. We went to 2 names. We chose 2 of them, the Kodak Play and the Kodak Sport. This became the Kodak Play Sport. The next version of this will be the Play, and I won't tell you what the next name is because it's about play. Okay? How about the fine? Anybody want to guess what the fine was? $300. $300. We almost let the entire thing stop because we weren't willing to take the risk. Okay? And in the digital world, you're going to have to take a risk.